Welcome genre writing. This month is February. We discuss romance and friendship relationship genre.
Relationship genre is the actual name. This genre tells the story of a successful or failed relationship between one character and another. The relationship genre has many different categories. Love/romance, a relative relationship between a relative and another, like father to son, grandmother to granddaughter, or even a neighbor, can be in this category. Mentor and student relationship. The team can be many things. A tribe is a group of people who share a common background, skin tone, language, and so on. Of course, don't forget sports teams, army, and gangs. Friends are divided into bromance, which is for men, and romance, which is for women. The romance story focuses on the courtship from the first meeting until the wedding day. In every story in the last chapter, they got married, which was comedy and action, Robin Hood, Prince's Bride. The tragedy was the opposite. They end up dead or forced to marry another, like Romeo and Juliet. Epic stories like the Odyssey are the story of a man's journey to return home to his wife and family. Action and adventure are the main genres, but romance is secondary.
Drama means script in a written form that meant to be performed, which means plays or movies. In modern world, the word drama became genre, means the story focus on serious social problem, and it has realistic characters. It could have bittersweet endings, not tragedy. Bittersweet ending means the character lost something, but he wins something also. Comedy means lighthearted and has a happy ending. Tragedy has a sad ending and at least one main character died. Tragedy focused more on darker topics like agony and hate. Tragicomedy has both comedy and tragedy element.
The relationship genre and performance art. Love/romance is divided into comedy and drama. Relative or family is family drama, which divided also in comedy and drama. Sitcoms and family movies are famous genres in Hollywood. Friends to lovers are famous with romance comedy, and one type of sitcom storyline is on and off relationships.
We're going to focus on Book of Ruth genre.
Category of artistic, musical, or literary composition characterized by a particular style, form, or content with socially agreed upon conventions developed over time. Average modern book/movie has an average 2 to 3 genres. This time, we will focus on 3 genres. The relationship genre emphasizes human-to-human bonds, while the myth genre centers on traditional stories that resonate deeply within us. The Bible, being both a traditional and spiritual book, shares stories that have been passed down through generations. Additionally, culture stories highlight the customs and traditions of different peoples. Each country and tribe has its own unique laws and practices that explain why people live in particular ways. In the relationship genre, 2 main types of conflicts arise: human versus human and society versus human. Societal laws may cause characters to feel imprisoned and lose their sense of identity.
Genre beats.
Beat is a small unit of story that includes an action and reaction and results in a small change. Each genre has unique theme/life philosophy. Love Beats plotline has 12 beats that the presenter designed. The viewer can change the plotline as they feel fit. Setup, meeting the love, fear and debate, desire, share goal together, bound together, conflict appear, breakup or confusion, speak of hope, analysis, confront the conflict, farewell or union. Love genre beats has many types of conflicts, varying between societies. This presentation will focus on only the love triangle trope. The love triangle trope can be divided into high and low. The high love triangle trope is the story's primary focus, which is affairs, and the characters cannot choose between 2 lovers. The lovers are in a relationship and love each other, but another lover comes to create conflict, barrier, or challenge their relationship.
Another suitor character. An unwanted character that came to be adversary to one of the lovers. Relationship genre beats has many different conflict types. We will focus on the relationship grows through adversity. The 2 or more people needs to work together to survive hardship. Sage character is a character that seeks or teaches knowledge, wisdom, and truth.
Culture Beats examines the dynamics of society, highlighting the roles of foreigners and citizens. Some citizens welcome foreigners, while others do not. The laws of society vary across cultures, as illustrated in Ruth's story, which discusses marriage laws, inheritance laws, and the role of the guardian redeemer. The setting is reminiscent of a rural location, taking place during harvest time, and includes a feast. This narrative book is set in the period of the Judges. The writing style is elevated, focusing on essential information without excessive detail. Myth Beats consist of shorter stories and characters that connect to convey lessons about cultural faith and traditions. Ruth's story is also linked to King David, who is connected to Christ, the main character of the biblical story. It's important to note that mythology comprises the stories of ancestors passed down through generations, rather than being mere fabrications. Foreign character is a character who does not know the culture or new to the culture, and fish out water character. A character who welcomes foreigners or new characters to their system or protects them from their system. Plot.
The sequence of events that unfold in a story, where each event affects the next, creating a cause and effect relationship, essentially outlining the narrative structure of work by showing how action and decisions lead to consequence and drive the story forward. The presenter designs the plotline. Feel free to use it and make it your own. The main story is divided evenly into 4 acts. It has 13 plot lines: setup, initial incident, debate, and making a choice. Start the desire and goal. Multiple attempts can be successful or failures. Some glim of happiness due to seeing the character on the right track. Midpoint can have a twist. Conflict appears. The character is despair and agony. Sparks of hope appear. Create strategies or analysis the situation. Climax the ultimate battle, and conclusion to the story.
Storyline or plotline of a story, drama, or game. A typical movie has 2 storylines. The series has multiple storylines based on the many main characters. Novels have 2 if 1 main character, but the number of storylines increases with multiple main characters.
A love story is the primary storyline. The main character's primary focus is on their lover and relationship. The love story is the second storyline. The main character focuses on a goal while dealing with it. The main characters meet or have to deal with their love interest. Book of Ruth. The book is divided into 3 parts. The first part is chapter 1. The whole chapter focuses on 3 points. 1. It is a prologue explaining why Naomi and her family lived in Moab. 2. Explain Ruth and Naomi's relationship and how Ruth left her family and country so as not to leave Naomi alone. Their relationship strengthened because both lost their husbands. 3. Myth story, because it is written in the Bible. Culture story explains the period and the culture of marriage law that Ruth needs to marry someone from her husband's family. Culture is explain the time period and the culture marriage law that Ruth needs to marry someone from her husband's family. The second part is chapters 2 to 4:15, the central love story. It follows the exact outline of the love genre plotline. Meet the love interest. Ruth started to work in the field. Her boss, Boaz, was gentle, treated her kindly, and protected her by telling his workers to treat her well. 2. Relationship, friendship, and love. Ruth went to tell Naomi how friendly Boaz was to her. Naomi informed her that Boaz could marry her because he was the guardian redeemer, which started her desire. 3. Share goals and be bound together. Ruth told Boaz that you are our family's guardian redeemer. Based on the law, you should marry me. She sat with him. 4. A conflict appears. Even though Boaz agrees to marry her, he informs her that there is another suitor due to the cultural laws. He promised her that he would handle her. But Ruth was confused and went to talk to Naomi to inform her about the conflict. Naomi advised her to wait for Boaz to solve this issue, which is a spark of hope. 6. Boaz went to talk to the other suitor and made a deal explaining the cultural law. 7. Ruth and Boaz got married, and they got married. She got a child from him, who was the redeemer of Elimelech and Mahlon. Naomi also was rewarded with a grandson for helping Ruth. This has a good ending and light-hearted story, and it is considered a comedy. The true meaning of comedy is not that it makes the audience laugh. The third part is epilogue. First is the historical story, and most good person historical stories have a sad prologue and a happy epilogue. The epilogue explains that Ruth's baby became King David's grandfather, a myth character, which is why the story is in the Bible. This baby is also connected to the ultimate hero, the Christ. Every story is written has different parts. Genre is a relationship story. Ruth between Naomi, friendship or relative, and Ruth between Boaz, which is love. Culture story explains the period, style, laws, and other cultural categories. Myth is part of the Bible. It is the story of people connected to different people. It is a comedy because it is lighthearted and has a happy ending. Every story has conflict. It is a social conflict because there is no fight between Ruth, Naomi, or Boaz. It has social conflict. It has a low love triangle, and the relationship grows via adversity. Genre beats, which is romance beats, has friends/family beats as sprinklers on top. Historical person has a frame structure that has a prologue and epilogue. It is a short story, so it has only 2 storylines. First, the main story is a love storyline. The prologue and epilogue explain the storyline of the friends/family.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Don't forget to click on the bell. YouTube will notify you when a new video comes up. Another video coming soon.